Hey, what's up everybody? I'm out here with the 27-ton champion splitter that my dad bought. So I'm here with the splitter, splitting some wood. I know I recently uploaded a video and I said this is mystery wood. I don't know what kind of wood it is. I think I may have figured it out. I think. If you know, let me know. But I'll tell you what I think it is, and I'll tell you why. Now, somebody was telling me it's maybe a different kind of wood. And I said, yeah, it could be. But look at all this different color to the yellow color here. This different color here. You can see all the other little branches popping out the side here, or at least trying to. You can see them here, here, here. I believe this is all silver maple. Silver maple here in Pennsylvania is pretty popular. And so is pine firewood. But I believe this is silver maple. Looking at the tree bark, and I got a tree before that was silver maple that had similar results in the wood and tree bark. I was looking at the leaf and I was like, well, maybe this is oak. That's what I was thinking at first, because oak is a pretty hard wood, and I thought it was an oak leaf. I don't think it's an oak. I think it's silver maple. Now the only reason that's a different color there, and it, like the yellowish compared to the darker color, is because I went through 3 chainsaw chains on my chainsaw to cut up this wood. And I was like, wow, this is really hard wood, because it's harder on the chain when you cut through harder wood. At least that's what I thought. Well, no. That's a different color in the middle there, because as I'm splitting, I'm finding out the pieces are rotten on the inside. And they'll eventually dry out. They're not super rotten, but they're rotten enough. Here, I'll show you. That's a big piece. I got to cut that in half once or twice before I try splitting it. It won't fit in the splitter. Some of these pieces are very, very wet. But that's all rotten. This piece right here. It's all very wet and rotten. Same with that one down there in the middle. As I get closer to the top of the tree, you can see there's more rotten. This piece here is starting to rot out. It's not horrible compared to that one. That was closer to the top of the tree. Same with this one here. This one's pretty rotten. But then I look at this one down here, and it's not as rotten, so that must have been closer to the bottom of the tree. Closer to the top of the tree, closer to the bottom of the tree, because the trees, they get some type of disease, or could be old age, and the tree starts to rot out. This is the trunk of the tree here. I'll show you that in a second. There's another piece that's starting to rot. It's not horrible, but it's starting to. This is the bottom of the tree. It's starting to rot out, but it's not horrible compared to the other ones. So that's why I went through 3 chainsaw chains. And this is quite a bit of wood right here. These are all bigger pieces that eventually, as I go, I'm going to stand the splitter up to normal instead of vertical, and I'll start splitting horizontal instead of vertical. So I'm going to start up the splitter here real quick, show you this big chunk here that I'm going to split with the champion splitter, and we'll see how it does. It's a big piece. Let me put my hearing protection on, and I'll start up the splitter. Thank you for checking out my channel. I really appreciate it. And stay tuned for more videos. Got a half tank of gas. Let's give it a start. It's still hot, so it should start easy. Maybe not. This wood even has a funky smell to it. out.